Hello, Odoers, and welcome back. Here's a little fun fact about me. I used to waste my time trying to find my car keys every morning. They'd always wind up in the strangest places. One time I found them in the washing machine, still in the pocket of my pants. It was very annoying. I wanted to establish a morning routine for myself without this little car key scavenger hunt situation. I started to hang my keys on a hook by the door, the closest location to my exit, right where I needed them. The closest location removal strategy follows the same concept. I strategically store frequently ordered products closest to my packing area, so my employees can pick and pack products efficiently. For example, this strategy directs employees to pick easier to access items or pallets placed on the ground before reaching for the harder to access items stored on the higher shelves. This prevents workers from unnecessarily using forklifts to reach higher shelves, which saves them time. Now, enough chit chat and let's dive in. Let's start by going to the inventory settings page. We'll click the inventory app, go to the configuration subheading, and click on the settings. Let's scroll to the bottom to the warehouse section. So here we need to make sure that the storage locations and the multi-step routes are both checked. Storage locations lets us store products in specific locations in our warehouse and set a removal strategy for each location. Multi-step routes provide more options for how products are moved around our warehouse, including the different types of removal strategies. Now, we'll need to set the removal strategy on our main warehouse location by going to the Configuration, Configure Location Name subheading, and click on the locations. This is how the closest location removal strategy works. Odoo selects products for picking based on location names in alphanumeric order. So it is super important for the alphabetical order of our locations to correspond with how close they are to our output location, the packing area. Currently, our closest location is titled Red Shelf. However, items would get picked from Gray Shelf first because of the alphabetical order. To make sure Odoo can identify Red Shelf as the closest location, we'll need to rename it to Shelf 1. We can do this back on the locations list by clicking on the red shelf and then we'll change the location name to Shelf 1. Now I'll click back on the locations breadcrumb and I'll do the same thing for the two other shelves behind the scenes real quickly. I'll rename the yellow shelf to Shelf 2 and the gray shelf to Shelf 3. With that, each of my shelves are named according to their distance from the packing location. Alright, our storage location are all named in alphabetical order now. One of our most popular products, the cable management box, is stored in shelves 1 to 3. So we must set the removal strategy on the parent location of shelves 1 to 3, which is the warehouse/stock. When we do this, the closest removal strategy is applied to other locations like shelf 4 and 5 even if they don't contain cable management boxes. Do not apply the closest location removal strategy to other locations. I have to individually set different removal strategies to this location. So we'll click on the warehouse/stock location now. Then, under the logistics section here at the bottom, we'll select the closest location for the removal check stock by location strategy. Next, let's check out the on-hand stock at each storage location and predict where Odoo picks products using the removal strategy. To do that, I'll go to the Products subheading and select Products. Then I'll click on the Cable Management box. On the product form, I'll click on the On-Hand Smart button at the top. Here we see the product is stored in shelves 1, 2, and 3. They are organized in order of the on-hand quantity, but I want to see them by location, so let me fix that by clicking on the location column. The on-hand quantity field displays the current stock at each shelf. The 5 in the reserved quantity column for shelf 1 tells me that although there are currently 5 boxes in stock at shelf 1, it is reserved for an existing sales order. So using the closest location removal strategy, Odoo will start picking from shelf 2 where quantities are available. Now let's see this removal strategy in action. So let's go to the Sales app and click New to create a new quotation. And our customer is Brittany, an office manager at a certain global company. For the product, we'll put the cable management boxes and we'll set the quantity to 20. Okay, so let's go ahead and confirm this order and click the Delivery Smart button at the top. This brings us to the delivery form where we can see the default source location, which is the warehouse/stock. By default, Odoo checks the removal strategy set on this location first. We configured the closest location removal strategy on warehouse/stock earlier because when the removal strategy on the parent location is left empty, the FIFO removal strategy is used by default, even when we set the closest location removal strategy for shelves 1 to 3 individually. Okay, in the Operations tab, we can see that the 20 products are automatically reserved from the stack quantity field. When I click the hamburger icon, a stock move pop-up window tells me exactly which shelves to pick from in the pick from field. Now, because the closest location removal method picks products based on the alphanumerical order, we'd normally get products from shelf 1. However, it looks like shelf 1 is empty, so we picked items from shelf 2 and then shelf 3 instead. Let's go ahead and save this, and there you have it. With the closest location strategy in place, Odoo checks the closest location for available quantities, simplifying the retrieval of popular products from the nearest shelves. To learn more about the 4 other removal strategies, check out our other videos. So, thank you for watching and see you next time.